Hi Ethan, I got a picture of your homework here. As you can see, I took the picture and put it right totally into my software here, which means I can take it and move it around as much as I want to do with it, which is great. So anyway, what I want to do is describe or explain how to do these kind of questions. And these questions are very important because anything else you do in math going forward, you need to understand how this works. And I'm not big on rules or memorizing rules myself, but there's a couple of things here you got to realize before you get going, just so that you don't get too confused. So, before we get started here, I want to do a bit of background information. And my background information looks like this. In math, as much as I hate to say it, there are some rules. And the rules go like this. And spelled out in a straight line is bed. What that means is that when we're doing any algebraic expression or any math problem, the first thing we have to do is do what's inside the brackets. That means inside these quotation marks. That has to be done first. The next thing that has to be done in this order exactly is the exponents. That means if you have something like 2 to the power of 3. Anything that looks like that with a little exponent up there has to be done next. Then it's division. And then it's multiplication. Then finally it's addition. And finally subtraction. And you have to be done in this order, and you always have to go from left, that's on this side, to the right. All the way over to here. Left to right. So, these two can be done at the same time. So, if you're doing this, brackets are done first, exponents done next. Division and multiplication can be done at the same time as long as you go from left to right. And these two can be done at the same time as long as you go from left to right. Pretty cool. So, keeping those in mind, every time you do something, every time you do an evaluation or of any kind, these are the rules. You have to keep them back in your mind all the time, okay? So, getting back to where we were, let's have a look at the first question that you have here. I'm going to do all the questions. There's only 4 of them, and it's kind of fun. We have a bit of fun. I'll make some jokes if I can. Think of any other way. Just make stupid dad jokes and stuff. Anyway, whatever. In any case, I'll just take let's look at the first one, for example. I'm not going to do them in the same order that your sheet has, because I want to save B for last, because B is kind of special. I want to say that one for last. So I'm going to do first. I'm going to do number A, letter A. I'll cut that out here. I'm going to move it over to. I'm going to move what you did. I'm going to put it in here and have a look at down here. Oh, that's pretty bad. Try that again. Oh, stop. Pain in the ass. Let's try that again. Oh, stop doing that. My computer's acting funny today. I don't know why. Like I said, it's acting funny today. I don't know why. So, let's try it again. So, here we go. Trying this again. Oops. Oh, stop doing that. Try again. Here we go. So, So here's the first question right there. Now, the things that gets people confused about math most of the time. Oh, stop that. Is the letters over here. These are very confusing for most people because why do you need to have letters in math? I'm gonna get my other pen because this pen is being annoying. Just hang on a second. I think over here. Then there's the whole problem. My pen is causing fuss. So the M, people will say, why do you need to have M's and letters in math? Well, M's basically are like this. All the M is, if I were to rewrite this, I could rewrite it like this. I could just say 2, and I could just go like this, and I could just say, okay, instead of an M, I could put a square. No, stop. So my square looks like that, and then I would have plus 5. Then you say, what they're saying is that solve it if M is equal to 3. Sorry, I got distracted by the phone call. So if M is equal to 3, so what they don't tell you lots of times is that if M is equal to 3, M is right here. M is inside the box. And that's all it is. It's just a place that the letter just is just a space that holds a position for a number. So if we don't like that, what happens is that I'm just going to take this second. All we can do here is like this. Just go like this. Put 3 in here. Oh, knock it off. So now because M is equal to 3, you can see here we have an M. And M is equal to 3. That means we can do this. We can take the M out. Take the 3. Put it right inside. Oh, for Christ's sake. Go away, phone. So now what we have here is a situation where we have multiplication happening right here. So now back to our previous mention, we have brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So look right here, you see that we have multiplication right here because it's multiply. Anytime you have a space like this where it's 2 and an M, it means it's multiply. So what that means that this comes first and this comes second. So the next line of our sentence, if we were to keep going, looks like this. 2 times 3 gives us 6. And that's plus 5. And that's equal to 11. So the fraction is equal to 11, and your answer is 11. Sweet. Okay, let's look at the next question. Actually, we're going to skip B, because B is a little bit funny, and I want to talk about that in a second. Before I get into B, I'll explain what's happening there. Let's look at C. C looks like this. Hang on. Once again, the x is 1, which means every time we see an x, we can replace it with a value of 1. Now, moving a little bit faster last time, I took a little bit more time explaining it. I think you're getting it now. So this one here looks like 4 minus 1 equals 3. So the answer is 3. Awesome. Alright, so let's go back to the next one. Let's look at D. We'll do D first. Then we'll go back to E. Or sorry, B. Because B is a little weird. Alright, so let's look at D first. So, even D looks a little strange because it has this thing here. And this looks really scary. I gotta say it does. What it means is like, what I'm saying is that this piece here looks kind of scary. What the hell does that mean? So, sometimes in math, what I do, if I don't like something that I see, I cover it over. So let's write it down and I'll explain what I mean in a second. So let's rewrite this and say 8 minus m over 2. And in our case, m is equal to 6. Now right away we're starting getting used to the fact that when I have the value m is here, 6 is here. Whenever I see an m, I can change it out for a 6. Alright, so that makes a little sense, but still looks kind of crazy. So what we're going to do, we're going to say, okay, let's move forward with it and try to see what happens. Let's try this. We said 8 minus 6 over 2, because the m is now a 6, right? See how that goes. So that looks like a major mess. So we hate to see that. But looking back at the rules we just talked about, we said division, multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. So looking back at our question, this one here, actually, this means when I have 6 over 2, this piece right here, this is actually division, which means it comes first. So what that means is that I just do this. I will just go take this. I pretend the 8 is not even there. See how the 8's there? But I drag the screen over. Now the 8's not even there. Don't see it. Don't care about it. I'm not worried about it. Who cares? All I'm worried about now is the division part, because division comes before addition and subtraction. So the 6 over 2 is actually division. So 6 divided by 2 will give us a number, and the number is going to be 3. And that's all you worry about. Awesome. Then take the screen away. Don't change the color, just take it away. And now we just have 8 minus 3. And the answer is 5. Pretty sweet, eh? So, just a matter of doing one piece at a time. No rush. It's not a race. 6 over 2 is a division thing. Do the division first. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Subtract 3 from 8 gives us 5. It's all good. We're all happy. Life's good. Okay, last one. Let's have a look at the last one. Which is actually B. Oh no. Didn't do that. Okay. So why B looks so funny is because this piece right here. That looks really funny because it's like, what the hell? 1/2 times D. What the hell? Well, at first when you think about it, it's like, it's really complicated because it's 1/2 times D, and D is 20, you know that, right? So like, this doesn't make sense. But keep in mind one thing, any number you have can be written as number over 1, which means that 20 can be written as 20 over 1, because using our gazintas, which means in Flintstones, 1 goes into 20 times. Makes sense, right? So 20 over 1 is the same thing as 20. So every whole number, like 20, can be written as a fraction. I hate the word fraction. Can be written as a fraction, 20 over 1. Let's take the result now and apply it to this problem. See what happens. So now we have 1/2 D So we'll have d minus 6. And that says d is equal to 20. Alright, so now we're getting good at this because we understand that whenever I see a d, I put in 20. Alright, now we're rocking this. So now I have 1 over 2 times 20 minus 6. And that just looks totally nasty. Horrendous. I don't even know where to go. But let's break it down for a second. Look what we already learned up here. Remember this stuff up here that we just talked about? Alright. Now that means that we can write 20 as 20 over 1. Which means I can do this. What? Who knew that? Now, what that means, and we know that this is multiplication right here, because this is multiplication, this is multiplication. That means I do that part first, which means put my screen back in. That means this part happens first. And if you remember fractions, you multiply fractions. Multiplying fractions, what you do is you multiply the top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. Not that hard. So what that means is that the next line is going to look like this. 1 times 20 is going to give us 20. And 2 times 1 is going to give us 2. If I move the screen back, I still have my minus 6 right here. Can't forget about it, but we can kind of forget about it for a little while, because guess why? This is still, now it's become a division problem, which becomes before subtraction. So moving our screen back again, don't want to see that right now because that's a pain in the ass. I'm not even looking at that. We now know that 20 divided by 2 is going to give us 10. Now moving that back, we get minus 6. And that's going to give us 4. So the answer is 4. When it says evaluate, evaluate means they're looking for an answer. Solve means looking for, simplify means looking for a simpler explanation. Solve, evaluate or solve means to look for an actual answer. And there you go. Any more questions? Don't hesitate to give me a shout. That'd be great. Yeah, I'm always here, man. Just don't hesitate. If you don't understand this, I will explain it to you in a different way. Just no problem. Just let me know. If it works, great. If it doesn't, just let me know. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.